I'd love to think it's working. It doesn't serve any purpose for me not to think it's working. I may as well just go ahead and talk like it's working. Hi, it's me, it's Bob. I'm here in the Luscious Living Lifestyle Lab, if you will. I'll give you a quick run around here. This is where I'm sitting. This is actually where I do the Bob Doyle show. Please, by all means, say I've got green right there. Should say anything. Before I geek out everything, certainly in here as part of the Luscious Living. So one of the things wanting a really long time since the moment I got on this bed was create music that will drive this. This is one of two models of the Sound Lounge, of the vibroacoustic. See here it has a place for a hole so that if you are a practitioner of use this, and this right here you'll see this cord, audio is running through here, and depending on the frequencies of the sound that is being run through, it drives the bed and it causes vibration. And it feels amazing, and it's used for therapeutic purposes, and I also enjoy just having it for fun because it feels freaking great. It's so relaxing, but can also be super invigorating, and it's just, but here's the tricky thing. Now, the best way obviously for us to get this bed into somebody's home or workplace or it should happen is to get them on this bed to show. Well, now we're in this time that we're self-quarantined and all of this other stuff, and we can't really do any of that right now. So how can I explain the benefits of this bed and why you might want to consider getting one now? And I could go into a whole conversation about how life is going to be so different on the other side of this, and how in particular to feel comfortable even now and living. So, just living your environment luscious and awesome to be in for extended periods of time. And so this and the other things that we promote through Luscious Living certainly qualifies. But just want to explain kind of what I'm doing here. If you're out there, please say hello. It's so hard for me to tell if this is even going on. One of the things, so right now this all looks very complicated because this is where I do the Bob Doyle show. There's cameras, there's all my computers just for that. There's this big keyboard up here which you can kind of barely make out the detail of. Is a piano keyboard, and that's what drives the show. It changes scenes and stuff like that. So right now what I'm doing to demonstrate, I think, visually what is going on with this bed, I've got an app running on my phone. It's a free app called Synth Musician iOS. Please check this out. You will love it. And I've got the audio of it coming out, and teeny on my phone. I am using a Bluetooth wireless keyboard to drive it. So when I play here, it plays whatever sound I've got coming up over here. So now what I wanted to show you, this on so frequencies, and it's like I can sit here all day and go, oh my God, I can play some low notes and go, oh my God, that feels so great. But how can I begin to translate what that might be for you on the bed when you're just watching this? So I've gone through some of the many sounds on here, certainly not all of them, and found some that are really good demonstrations for the bed and drives the bed. So if I'm going to compose music for the bed, I'm going to be going to some of these sounds because I know it has an impact on the bed. Hey, Tommy has an impact on the bed. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch. This is the Screamin' Sicilian Pizza cardboard mustache. Used to be part of the Bob Doyle show in a big way. So it is sitting on the bed as I am. Okay? So it has the power to do that. That's how the pyramids were built, you know. And that thing's flying around like some sort of a bat. So imagine going up through your body, because it's going up through mine. You know what I'm saying? And so the transducers have the whole mat vibrate. I'm sitting up. So if I'm gonna write music for this thing, multi-track, whatever, I'm gonna lay back like this and play this thing and know exactly how it's feeling. Like right now it's vibing right here behind my back and down by my calves. Now if I go down like that, it's around my butt. And meanwhile this thing's jumping around too, so you can visually see what's happening. So then if you get something going through here that's sort of rhythmic, let's see if I can find something real quick. Well, that's not, but so imagine what that feels like. Yes, that's correct. Who's saying good afternoon? Suli? So that hopefully gives you some visual idea. Let me seriously find something, because normally I can't get away from the sequences, which is exactly what I want to show you now. And oh, here we go. Let's see. So that's dancing all over my body. So that's just one track, right? So that's just, I could lay down just something that isn't driving the bed on one track, but then go get a bass line. Now here's an interesting thing. Let's try this. I'm going to see now, because I've got the audio going through a speaker over in the background so you can hear it. I wish you could see the screen of this, but it doesn't work that way, boys and girls. I can show you, but so I'm going to go to my favorites. Some of these, if I can find it, you can't even, our ears can't even hear. That doesn't count, but oh. Get that moved up again. And then normally you've got headphones on. Now what was I going to do? I can't remember what I was going to do now. I got to, but just, so what I've been doing is sitting around with this app, finding, so that's not going to work, because that's all too high. But it could sit on top of something, just a tone. Oh, I remember what I was going to do, is try to find the bass line that you can't, it's so low your ears can't hear it, but the, let's see if this one will work. No, although, yep. I thought I had one saved that basically, you get the idea. You can't hear it. All right, that's a fair example, except that it's pulsing. But you can't really hear the. Let me see if I can. The bass is so quiet, so low below the frequency that our ears can't really hear it, but the bed is responding. So you can see. So that way I can put whatever I want to on the upper register, and if I just want to drive the bed with something, I can just play the sound and you won't even hear it, but the bed will hear it. Hi Jeanette. Hi Lori. So, and then also, of course, we could go to, just to show you, I could go to YouTube or something. I'm risking, I'm going to play this for a second. Okay, so that's just any meditation video that drives the bed, and these things are like 3-4 hours, sometimes more. And you just lay down and you put this over your eyes and you bask in that vibration which you saw with the cardboard mustache. I had one a little while ago before I went live that I was literally like it was steering it. Like one frequency would take it this way and the other frequency would stop it and take it back the other way. I wish I could remember which setting that was, because that'd be pretty impressive, right? Because the idea is that these are sound waves, frequencies that are coming up through the mat and into your body. So if you think about what's going on, and if you think about the impact of the waves, if I had water here, right, we'd see the patterns. You've seen that kind of stuff as the frequencies go through. So we'd see whatever pattern, and that's going through our bodies, and each of our cells is responding. So when we know the whole concept of vibroacoustic healing is understanding. I'm trying to get this up a little bit closer. Understanding how our bodies, the frequencies of our body, and frequencies of certain diseases and all sorts of things, to use sound in a way to counteract that. Now, in terms of this bed, what it's definitely great for is pain management, things like that, relaxation, because your body's just basking in this vibration. You saw it, and just imagine what that must feel like. I moved away from your comments. That's not nice. There we go. Hi, Rohan. All right, Tommy, have a good conference call. So, what I'm saying is these beds, while they're an investment, when you look at life on the other side of this thing, realistically, and looking at self-care, hopefully, on a whole new level, because we really have this opportunity now to define what life is on the other side to the best of our ability. This is as much as it's a fun yeehaw thing for me, and that's how I like to talk about it. It's like, oh, this is like a ride. I'm going to do another whole little video on using it with virtual reality, both with the Quest and your phone, which is amazing. So it's fun, but it's also extremely healing and therapeutic and just nice to have around. So that's it. I just really wanted to sort of geek out a little bit here in the Luscious Living Lifestyle Lab, where I'm doing all the, where we broadcast the Bob Doyle Show. Oh, I know why I'm straining, because my glasses are freaking over here. Oh, and these are dirty. No, they're right here. What happened? When did I take my glasses off? Oh, I cannot tell you what a difference this has made, putting these on. It's like I want to do the whole thing all over again. Any questions? How do you get one? Well, you go to holistichealthscience.com. I'll put a link. There's payment plans. Tracey and I are having a conversation. We were talking to her mom. This interview's out there on the interwebs. And she has arthritis and a lot of pain. And she got on this thing and couldn't stop talking about how it relieved her pain for like several hours after. Why did I start to say that? Because we were talking, Tracey. Oh, yeah. And we were just sort of thinking about, the investment and all of that. We're thinking kind of out loud. And the payments for like this one, the practitioner, are like, I don't know, in the 140 something range, somewhere in there a month. And if you were to go get massages every month, we're realizing that the cost of this thing, and then it pays for itself, and it's so freaking awesome. So I'm going to keep talking about it, virus or no virus, because even though it's cool and fun, it's also healing for everyone. Did you hear what I did there? I rhymed it up a little bit at the end, to make it memorable. All right. You guys, you're so awesome. I hope this was interesting to you. Was it? say yes. Say yes. Come on, say yes. And then I'll go. I promise. Just one person say yes. This 360-degree camera that I'm using to do this is about to die, so I need one person to say yes. One. Is there one person out there who will do it? I'm watching. I know there's a delay and stuff. Or maybe you don't want to lie. Maybe I said, was it interesting to you? And you're there. Low battery, please charge. Okay, Jay, thank you. The guy I've known probably longer than anybody on Facebook came in with the save at the end. Thank you, Jay. All right, I'm out.